Oh, anyway, this is 2015 Tacoma. We're going to do a retrofit. Show you guys how to do that today. Good music and crappy beer. That's all you need. Before you take all this wonderfulness apart, you want to park about 20 feet away. About 20 feet, but we just went as much as we could in this garage. You want to mark your steps. So you're going to shine your headlights on a nice flat, same color surface. Just mark it with some tape where the lights have steps in them. That way you know where each bulb goes. And then you'll do the same thing when you're aligning your projectors. We're moving the grill here. Take off bolt here, and then you're going to take out the plastic retainers here and here. Pretty simple. Just try not to break them. Two more. Another retainer here. And then same spot on that side. Take the grill off, so you take out those tabs, and then below here, there's a few clips you kind of just pull out and up. It takes a little bit of force, we just got it. We just didn't want to put it back on there. Here's a look at one of the tabs. Here's another one right here, and they go across the bottom. There's one here, here, here. And you just gotta make sure you pull out and up. And then that's your grill off right there. There you go. All you do is, what you're doing here is you're pressing on this wonderful green, there's a green tab right here. Pushing on the green tab out, it'll pop it out, and you pull it away. Just gonna do it right now. Boom. You pull it away. Got your little trim piece out. You got your grill out. Take out these two, 10 millimeters. Bada bing. There's a third one down in there. To remove your splash guard, that's this wonderful bolt right here, right under. Then you got some quick clips, a few other places.
2 bolts underneath.
Second bolt underneath. Gonna be up here in the splash guard. If you look up here, it's not this one, it's right above that. It's about here on the bumper. It's kind of weird, it's about here, right on the other side. Got that last bolt out. Whoo, this is it in case you're wondering. Pretty easy. Anyway, as you can see now, our headlights nice and loose. So now we just gotta work at some of the clips. There's a clip right here. It's working on, boom. And you gotta take this one back here. So you gotta kind of pivot it and then tilt it and pop it out. Pivot, tilt, out. But so that's where that third bolt was. Just so you can see it right there. Pretty much every one of these little holes has a screw in it. So you just gotta go by and take them all out. Oh, we missed one, it's a Torx. Uh-oh. You gotta take all the metal out. You're gonna take these rubber grommets out too. So we got our all these screws out. The far ends, this one and this one, were Torx. Anyway, we got all the bolt boots out, rubber boot, rubber boot, rubber boot. This one had a spring. It was fit right in there. You just pop it out. You literally just pull it out. Easy enough. Took off a little plastic cover from here and the little one on there. Other than that, we're good. All the screws are out. We are ready to bake, just like it is. Last time you're gonna see them like this. 300 degrees for just about 4 or 5 minutes. And it smells atrocious in here. Alrighty, here it goes. 4 minutes in. Boom. Pull your light out. Throw your cardboard in the yard. Because that's just burning, you don't want to light it on fire. Anyway. And you come down here. It's easiest to start at this corner right here. There's a real nice lip. It's the very outside corner. There's a nice lip on both sides, so you can just crank on it. And you're literally just going to pull it apart.
Here's some extra glue if you want to keep it. Or eat it. It's like gum without flavor.
Yeah. This is how you can tell it's butyl, guys, because it's squishy. And you can pull it apart, so yeah, it's real big, and then I can ball it back up. It's butyl, which means you can technically reuse it. I dropped a piece of it somewhere.
I got it.
But you reuse it, so you don't have to dig it out of all the channels. You can just put more in when you go to put it back together, and then reseal it. It'll remelt. It'll remelt. You will need extra, but at least you don't have to dig it all out like the other stuff. Guys, now we're removing the rest of the lens here. We got them all apart. Boom, boom. He's taking these out. I'll show you over here. He's working on that one. Anyway, here we go. So there's a screw here in the blinker. There's one on the other side here. Then there's none in the back of this one, but they're in the back.
Adjustment screws.
Yeah, they're big so that you can aim your lights. Obviously, with
And then
projectors,
there's
we won't need to.
one ball joint right in there, the black.
Ah, there's a ball joint.
So you pop that off.
You gotta pop that one out, but these ones just unscrew like normal, and then the other one pops out.
For the D2S projectors, you need to grind all this clip stuff flat, so you have somewhere to put the lock nut.
We'll show that spot. We'll show.
Well,
These are the wonderful things you're talking about. We're just gonna hit them on this bench grinder, grind them flat. Flat. That's one hell of a mask you got there.
Thank you.
After you scuff up your housing, I scuffed it up. I didn't have any sandpaper. I just took a piece of this sanding sponge off. Anyway, you just scuff it. It really doesn't matter. You're just going to scuff it light. After you scuff it, you're going to want to use a paper towel and alcohol scrub. Or any type of isopropyl alcohol. You want to get all that dust. And then we're going to paint them. Up with the frames. Anything you're going to paint, you scuff. As you can see, there's a little dust. We're going to go wash them in the sink. Scuff them with some steel wool. The little cups we're not going to scuff because we're just going to tint them.
You only really need to get the inside because that's the only place you're really painting. You don't need to get the back. Get the nice alcohol. The higher percentage is better because it dries easier. Doesn't leave any streaks.
With alcohol, these ones we're just going to tint. This one as well, alcohol tint. It's the first coat, very light. Make sure you're spraying nice. It's a very curved surface, kind of weird. You just want to hit it nice and light. You don't want to get any runs to paint the butt, then you got to sand it, start over. They have a lot of corners in them. You're going to add them from all sides.
That's where light coats come in handy, so you don't get any dark spots. You get a nice light all the way around, and you could change the angle each time, so make sure you cover everything.
Alright, so here we are. Shrouds painted. Shroud. Lens. And then we just tinted these. Little tint. Once the paint's dried, you just pop them back in like before. Put it in your projector level and just tighten a little ring on the back. There was no drilling or cutting required with this kit. Besides shaving off those tabs in the back, I can show you what he's attaching in the back there. He's literally just screwing in the ring. But there's one headlight in. We got some passive blue in there, so you can only see it from certain angles. It's kind of neat, and it won't affect the light in any way. You turn them on. If you check your fitment, you can see our tape lines there. There, you can see the tape lines, and you can see we're a little low, but they're both pretty level. This one might need to go down a tad on the right, but overall, not like anyone's going to be on that side too often. So yeah, it's a pretty bright, definitely bright. So he's adjusting them by twisting, and as you can see on the right side there, that cutoff line's going to move. If I block this one, as he twists, it goes up, and then he'll twist the other one, it'll go left, and we're gonna line it up right on that tape line. All I really did was drill that hole to run the wires through, pull them through, and we'll just epoxy them on. After you line them up and you got them all locked in there, you just epoxy the back O-ring, the lock nut. Break a piece off, it's very stretchy. There you go. And you're going to kind of draw it out and just fill up the hole. Make sure you blow out the dust before you seal them back up.
Bugs.
Alright, here we go. Baking them closed. Showing our cardboard in. This time we're doing about 275 for around 5 minutes this time. Make sure you're not touching the sides. You don't want to touch the sides, and make sure all your accessories out of it, the wires are off, etc. Safely put your cardboard in somewhere where it's not going to light on fire, aka cold oven. What we're just going to do is press them together now.
You don't want to over tighten it because you don't want to strip it out. So just put them in there till you see them grab.
So let me pop your lights in the reverse of how you got them out. So we got the interior bolt in just like before. Push this shit on, makes a nice pop. Push this thing on, makes a nice pop. Which one? And then you push that guy backwards. Green thing pops in, we're good. It's on. Now the grill. Push it back down here on the bottom. Get all those clips back in. Pop your clips in here, down the bottom there. And one of the most satisfying parts about that is both sides. Nice color change halo in there.